My Winthrop experience has been awesome. Professors here are always there for their students. I can talk to them when I need some advice, some assistance with anything. I'm actually at the point where I can say that I love my university. I looked into other schools, but it didn't seem like the perfect fit for me. The thing that sold me onto Winthrop, I would say, is the beautiful campus. I keep hearing about the quality of the education that Winthrop has to offer. Whenever you tell someone that you're going to Winthrop, you always hear, "Oh, that's a good school." This was somewhere I really wanted to be. It's definitely a benefit to come to a school where your professors actually know you. Dr. Adolphus Belk has impacted my life in a way that I always feel so inspired by him. My first impression with Dr. Belk is this man does not play. He's very passionate, and if I want to succeed in his class, then I'm going to have to put in everything that I have in order to be successful.
What term do we use to describe that phenomenon? It's now part of like the Oxford Dictionary, like it's a recognized term now. Call it an earworm, because it penetrates, it gets into your head, it's catchy. Hike for president, you're gonna be walking out of here today like. I believe first and foremost that student learning is built on mutual respect. I was that undergraduate student who wanted professors to know my name. And whenever people during classroom interactions would say things like, well, this student over here, I would cut them off and say, my name is Adolphus Belk Jr. And so now that I'm on the other side in the classroom, I make it a point to get to know my students personally. I want to know who they are. I want to know a little bit about where they're from. Any sort of thing that can help me to connect to them, which might then help me to connect them to the material. Going to a place like Winthrop means that you can have a much different experience as a student, as a person, because you're recognized as an individual in ways that might be difficult to come by at much larger places. You get to know the professors in your program, in your department, from the very beginning. And the benefit of that, if you display some talent, some ability, we might start talking to you about the prospect of partnering on a summer research project. We might identify you for a consultation with the Office of Nationally Competitive Awards. On the other side, if things aren't going well and you're struggling and we notice that you've missed a couple of classes, we might be able to say to you, hey, I haven't seen you in a few days. Is everything okay?
I grew up in a single parent household. I'm not sure if you remember this, but there was a time that I was find myself stuck because a lot of people didn't believe in me, and I just needed someone to give me a little boost of encouragement. And I went and talked to him, and he did that for me. So just having him as a male figure in the classroom does a lot for people like me who didn't get that chance to have their father in their life.
Families poured so much into these people and then gave them to us. They trusted us with their children. And that means that we have a responsibility to honor that trust, that we have to bring these people into our community of learners, help them develop in ways that will make them good people, good professionals, good citizens, and then give them back to the world ready to face the world. When I think about my experience with students like Ashley, that's what I'm working to achieve. A lot of people put love and time and energy into helping her be the person who is able to get into a place like Winthrop. And now as her faculty member, as a professor, her mentor, I have to keep working with her and honor that trust.